This is last year's Samsung Galaxy S8, and this is the new Samsung Galaxy S9. No wait, this is the Samsung Galaxy S8, and this is the Galaxy S9. With the latest version of its feature smartphone, Samsung's opted for the if it ain't broke, don't fix it approach design-wise. That means the same 5.8-inch end-to-end curved infinity display, or in the case of the Plus version of the S9, a 6.2-inch, wrapped in a minimal metal and glass body. But as far as what the S9 phones can do, there is definitely some new here, and a lot of that is in the camera. For one, the Galaxy S9 has a dual aperture 12-megapixel shooter that can switch between a 2.4 and a better for low light 1.5 aperture setting, the latter of which is the largest aperture on any smartphone you can get today. The S9 Plus model adds to that with a second telephoto lens that brings optical zoom and blurred background portrait style to pictures. Also fresh for the S9 camera is super slow-mo. It shoots video in 960 frames per second, which outmodes the Galaxy's previous 240 frames per second slow-mo and produces, you guessed it, a slower and more dramatic looking video. Another camera feature new to the S9 is AR emoji, no doubt a response to Apple's Animojis. Now the difference with Samsung's version is instead of just using your face to control a selection of emojis, you can create a character in your own likeness to digitally puppet. And that is in addition to a pick of different stock characters as well, even thanks to a partnership with Disney, some famous ones. Now the one major difference between the S9s and the S8s that you will be able to see on the outside of the phone sits just below the camera, and that's the fingerprint reader. On the S8 models, it lived on the side of the camera lens. Samsung says its new spot will be easier to reach. Now on the power side of things, the S9 phones are, as you'd expect, a bit more souped up than their predecessors, getting this year's Snapdragon processor inside. The S9 Plus, in addition, has 6 GB of RAM. Now, beyond all the physical similarities already addressed, these new models also run the same version of Android the S8s are getting upgraded to, have the same size batteries they do, come once again built with Samsung's Bixby Digital Assistant. They also have identical water resistance and are even marked at about the same prices at launch that the S8 phones were. So, S8 owners and others, if there's enough new to entice you, the Samsung Galaxy S9 and Galaxy S9 Plus go on sale March 16th.